Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Dan Lohrmann. I'm the Chief Security Officer for the state of Michigan. I want to thank you all for coming to our first in the Cyber Luncheon series for the state. I'd like to start right off with the message from Governor Rick Snyder. So with that, we could please roll the message from the governor.
Welcome to the Michigan Cyber Lunch series. Every year we become more reliant on technology and security becomes more important. Many recent national breaches have affected all of us, from compromised credit cards to stolen identities. In Michigan, cybersecurity is one of our top priorities. The Michigan Cyber Initiative is focused on mitigating vulnerabilities while maximizing the opportunities of a connected society. Through best practices like prevention, early detection, and restoration, we are managing online threats. Joint public-private efforts have developed the Michigan Cyber Disruption Response Strategy. We are also getting ready to launch the Cyber Civilian Corps. Today's meeting is another step forward towards the goal of reinventing Michigan in the cyber world. I encourage all of you to stay involved and informed. Working together, we can protect and safeguard our great state.
So I want to once again thank you all for being here. This is the first in our Cyber Luncheon series. We're going to be going all around the state to Traverse City, to Kalamazoo, and also Detroit over the next several months. And then we're going to be having a cyber summit this fall. So we're just really excited to be in Marquette. And want to just start off by thanking our sponsors for today's event and recognizing them. We can put those up on the screen as well. I appreciate that. We have generous support from AT&T, Comcast Business, Deloitte, the Engineering Society of Detroit, Google, ITC, Motorola, Northern Michigan University, and Symantec, and also Unisys. So can we give our sponsors a round of applause and thank them for that? This is just the beginning of 2014 efforts, but really this cybersecurity initiative started back in October 2011, where we had a cyber summit down in southeast Michigan. We've also had a breakfast series in 2012 where we came around the state and talked about what is going on within the state of Michigan and really within the Great Lakes around this important topic. Last year we had a cyber summit last fall, and the governor invited representatives international from Israel, from all around the country to join us in Washington, and others executives from around the world. But one issue that's really hot this morning that I want to focus in, and we're going to talk today throughout the next couple hours, including lunch, around a variety of topics of how this topic affects business, how it affects students, how it affects families, how it affects a wide variety of really all segments of society. For anyone who has a smartphone or uses cloud computing or any aspect of technology, cybersecurity is an important topic. But one thing that's really new and hot today is this issue of XP. And as many of you, I'm sure, in the audience know, this is the first day that Windows XP is not supported. So we want to start off with a brief video that just was captured from Monday, so it's 2 days ago, down in Grand Rapids, talking about this XP issue that we all face and how the state of Michigan is dealing with that and how the counties around the state are dealing with that. So if we could roll that video, we appreciate it.
That tomorrow, millions of computers, maybe one in your own home, will be less secure from attack. As of tomorrow, Microsoft is discontinuing free security updates to computers using Windows XP. The operating system is 12 years old, and Microsoft wants computer users to move on to newer, more secure systems. The problem is, although the April 8th date has been known for some time, over a quarter of the world's computers still use XP. Does that leave those computers and the internet less secure? In this room, amid the wires, fiber optics, and blinking lights, if you are a Michigan resident, your life is here, in bits, bytes, and codes. Your birthday, your marriage certificate, the type of car you drive, if you have a boat, your tax refund, your income, if you've ever had a traffic ticket or worse. And the state's critical secrets are here as well, passwords and emergency plans. This is all inside a fairly secret, nondescript building near Lansing, a room full of whirring servers and computers. The temperature and humidity and air quality are monitored 24/7. Also monitored any attempt by bad guys to get inside the state's computer network and steal data.
Over 500,000 times a day.
Dan Lohrmann is the state's chief security officer.
And that can come in a wide variety of forms. You know, everything from emails that have bad links in them, taking people to websites they shouldn't be going to, requesting information, to people trying to break into our networks, looking for holes and vulnerabilities in our systems. Just a wide variety of ways that happens.
So in this building, where the workers watch for those daily attacks, any change is taken seriously. And that's why for 2 years, they've been working on converting computers to new operating systems.
We believe that the systems are going to be secure and that we're prepared for this XP issue.
A big task. The state has been working on changing over its almost 60,000 computers.
We've been migrating them over the last few years, but a lot of systems actually need to run on XP, software that requires that. We anticipate that, being completed this year.
Now they are only halfway there, but unlike many private companies and individuals, Microsoft has agreed to provide XP support to Michigan for another year at a cost.
Originally, it was looking to be around $2.1 million by Microsoft. The state negotiated with Microsoft, and they've dropped that price. So it's about $270,000 is what the state's going to pay.
Local governments are affected as well, and this is where they stand. Kent County, 90% of the computers have been upgraded. Grand Rapids has about 200 computers still using XP. Muskegon County is 90% upgraded. Holland and Muskegon join the others in saying the migration from XP should be complete by the end of the year. The state's chief security officer remains confident all will be well, but admits...
Are we perfect? No, the state's not perfect. But I know we got a great team. We've won a lot of national awards. I know we take this very seriously. We work very hard each and every day to protect the citizen data.
Lohrmann says, like the state, most big businesses seem prepared for the transition, but he's concerned about smaller businesses that might not have the resources or even know to be prepared. Now, if you have a personal computer at home using XP, it will continue to work, but experts say it will have increasing vulnerability to viruses and hackers, so you can do nothing, or you can upgrade, or if your computer is much older, it might be better to buy a new computer.
Okay, so quick question for everyone here. How many of you still have computers at your business or home that still run XP? Anyone? A little more than a third. So it's an ongoing challenge. I actually saw an article that said that something over 90% of bank ATMs still running XP. So this is a hot issue, and it's certainly one that we wanted to address this morning right off because it's certainly something being talked about a lot in the media today.